press, ladies and gentlemen, my name is ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the First Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Police Force. Today we have some cases to roll out and achievements through the efforts of our operatives from Interpol, National Cybercrime Center, and Nigeria Police Special Fraud Unit of the Force CID here in Abuja. The first case we're going to take this morning is a case of successful extradition of suspects in a case of criminal conspiracy, fraud, and obtaining by false pretense. The extant case involves a complaint filed by one Mr. Akinola Michael, who in October 2021 sought to obtain foreign exchange, FOREX, for the purpose of purchasing a machine from the Netherlands. Mr. Michael sent a substantial sum of 492,750,000 naira only to the bank account of Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman. However, instead of facilitating the forex transaction as agreed, Mr. Sulaiman transferred the funds to another individual, Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau. Mr. Hassan Barau, who resides in the United Arab Emirates, subsequently sent 513,000 euros to Mr. Michael from Belgium, supposedly for the forex transaction. However, this transaction was flagged as fraudulent, leading Mr. Michael to return the funds to the sender. Realizing that he had been a victim of fraud, Mr. Michael made multiple attempts to recover his money, but was unsuccessful. The case took a significant turn when it was assigned to the joint teams of Interpol and Nigeria Police National Cybercrime Center here in Abuja, which launched an investigation into the matter. Recognizing the severity of the fraud and its international dimension, the police operative in Nigeria placed the prime suspect, Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau, on a red alert list, thereby facilitating international cooperation in tracking and apprehending the suspect. Gentlemen of the press, this morning we are pleased to inform you that Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau was arrested by operatives of Interpol Abu Dhabi and subsequently extradited to Nigeria on 27 September 2023. His extradition marks a crucial milestone in the pursuit of justice for Mr. Akinola Michael. The successful extradition of Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau demonstrates commitment of law enforcement agencies, both within and outside Nigeria, to ensuring that perpetrators of criminal activities, particularly those with international ramifications, are held accountable for their actions. This case underscores the importance of vigilance and due diligence in financial transactions, especially in the era of increasingly sophisticated fraud schemes. We urge individuals, particularly Nigerians and businesses, to exercise caution and verify the legitimacy of financial transactions to prevent falling victim to fraud. Today, Hassan Barau is here. Gentlemen of the press, if you have any question for him, please can you move close? It's okay. So what is your name? Can you speak louder? We want to hear you well.
Mohammed Hassan Barau.
Mohammed Hassan Barau, how old are you?
37. 37.
37-year-old. Which state are you from?
From UB.
You're a Nigerian. For how long have you been staying in Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
7 years.
7?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. Do you know Mr. Michael at all?
I don't know Mr. Michael,
But you know who?
I know Mr. Adejobi Muhammad.
You know him.
Yes, I know him. It was a legitimate transaction indeed. Before the transaction was sent, I asked them to confirm, make a test run of 1,700 euros, which they said it was okay. The funds were not going to go in full. They were supposed to go in tranches. Funds were paid. After 2 weeks, they refunded back the money. But before that, I told them not to return the money because we're having dispute with the person who makes the payment, that they should hold on until we resolve it. They refund the money, and I will be able to do my part in
Did the police in Nigeria get across to you at all on this matter before now?
Well, yes, they did.
Did you make any attempt to come around to clear yourself?
Actually, I choose to come back home. I was the one who chose to come back home from Dubai.
You were not arrested by Dubai police?
I was, but they asked.
You were arrested by Dubai police?
I was asked if I would want to stay.
Is it material? Ethical conditions can come in. Whether you want to go or not is immaterial. Excuse me. You were arrested by the police in the United Arab Emirates, and you have been sent to us because the Nigerian government sent to them that you are a suspect in a case we handle in Nigeria. And of course, as a member state of Interpol, they have obligation to pick you and hand you over to the Nigerian police, which of course they have done. If you have any further question for him, this is him, he's here, and he has been sent to us from United Arab Emirates to come and answer some questions in a case of fraud that we handle. If there's no other case, let us step aside. Let's continue our business. Okay.
No, you start.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the nature of his fraud crime?
Well, it's transaction, FOREX. Has to do with FOREX. It was to pay certain amount of money to people, and the money has been paid to him. He used to send money to somebody in return, but he couldn't. And all effort to get him filled, they filed a petition against him. And he is claiming again that he was defrauded too. But the question is, he never made any attempt to report the fraudulent act at the other side to the government in Nigeria or to the United Arab Emirates. So it is believed that he had the intention of defrauding these people, and possibly he must have been a serial fraudster. Our investigation will reveal. But for the United Arab Emirates government to have sent him, repatriated him, or to have extradited him to Nigeria, it means he has a case to answer. It's a diplomatic matter issue that we are handling diplomatically, and that is how we operate. Once you are a member of Interpol, a member state of Interpol, you are obliged to cooperate with other countries who are members of Interpol across the world. Whatever case we have, we send to them. They always cooperate with us, and as we have been doing to many states, to many nations. So it is not the first time we are having a case like this. We have been doing it, we have been cooperating, and it's to show, it's a clear indication that whatever you do, you think you want to run to any country, it is not possible. It can only take a time. We are going to get you, bring you back to Nigeria to come and answer your questions and face the full wrath of the law for whatever crime you have committed. No hidden place across the globe for anybody. The next case we have is a case similar to this. Move closer to me, madam. Don't run away. Is that all right? Fraudulent conversion of funds, forgery, and threat to life. This case centers around Mrs. Ifeanyi Antonia Ugo, who filed the complaint against one Peace Ecom robot. On 30th January 2023, Mrs. Ugo had communicated with Peace Ecom robot, indicating that she had access to a significant sum of 600,000 euros for forex trading. In response, the suspect claimed to have a client requiring 780,000 euros. To verify the authenticity of the suspect and her client, Mrs. Ugo arranged for her client to make payments totaling 55,000 euros in 2 installments. Subsequently, the suspect provided an account balance statement, allegedly showing a remarkable 5.3 billion naira, demonstrating our client's financial capacity for the transaction. However, after conducting due diligence, Mrs. Ugo discovered that the account balance statement provided by the suspect was forged. When she sought to recover the 55,000 euros, or its naira equivalent, the suspect falsely claimed that the amount had been flagged by Interpol, even resorting to threats to dissuade Mrs. Ugo from involving the police. Undeterred, Mrs. Ugo reported the matter to the First Criminal Investigation Department, Force CID Annex in Lagos, Alagbon, leading to the arrest of the suspect, Peace Ekom Robert. A friend of hers, one Honorable Ndiana Abasi, in a bid to broker peace between the parties, voluntarily paid the sum of 15 million naira of the total naira equivalence of 42,900,000 naira. Subsequently, Peace Ekom Robert was granted bail under the condition that she would pay the outstanding balance of 27,900,000 naira only in 2 installments. As witnessed by Honorable Indiana Abasi, regrettably, the suspect failed to fulfill these commitments and absconded, evading the legal process. In a twist of events, the suspect petitioned the Inspector General of Police, resulting in the case being forwarded to the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center. Recognizing the similarity of cases involving the suspect, the Police Special Fraud Unit was assigned to harmonize the investigations. The suspect later attempted to arrange a meeting with Mrs. Ugo to reconcile, but upon arrival, Mrs. Ugo, accompanied by police officers, discovered that the suspect had come with officers of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to apprehend her. After realizing that the police were coordinating the case, harmonizing with the EFCC, the suspect ceased contact with them. His Ekom Robert was thereafter declared wanted by the police alongside Indian Abasi from this department, who came forward and clarified his position in the matter and was thereupon cleared by the police. That was the case. We declared 2 of them wanted, and Indian Abasi came as a responsible Nigerian to clear himself from the case, and he was subsequently cleared. And later we echoed our efforts to declare Peace Ekom Robert wanted again second time. And we even urge Nigerians to come forward. Those who are pending cases against have to come forward. And as this press briefing unfolds, you're still going to hear more about more complainants that have come up to testify against Peace Ekom Robert in similar cases of fraudulent diversion or conversion of forgery and the likes. It has come to our attention that additional complainants with similar cases against her have started to come forward. We are committed to conducting thorough investigations, and upon the conclusion of our inquiries, the suspect will be brought to face legal consequences. We take this opportunity to encourage other victims of the suspect's fraudulent activities to come forward and cooperate in the harmonization of investigations. This collaborative effort is pivotal in ensuring that justice is served in this case. This is Peace Ekom here, for a case of fraudulent conversion of fund. We have here, Madam,
Yes,
what is your name?
my name is Miss Roberts.
So you are the one that will be mentioning your name. How old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
35 years old. Which state are you from?
I'm from Akwa
So you're a Nigerian.
Yes, please.
Okay. Why are you here?
I was invited, but I was rearrested by the Nigerian police force.
Were you arrested before by the police in any instance?
I wasn't arrested. I came by myself to Lagos after two people came to Akwa Ibom State without any invitation, without any activity, and wanted to whisk me off to Lagos.
Were you when you were invited to Alagoon, were you granted bail? Was there any shorty?
There was a shorty.
What does it mean when you have a shorty? What does it signify?
There was a shorty.
What does it mean to have a shorty? When somebody stands for you as a shorty, what does it signify?
That whenever I'm invited, I'm going to.
Then what is it called?
That's a way.
Fine. So don't mislead Nigerians that you are not on bail. Then when you are called for the second time to come to appear, did you show up?
I'm the one that wrote the Inspector General of Police to transfer the case from anti-homicide to Interpol for a proper investigation after I had given a statement of account from the receiving party that on the 17th of March 2023, that the 55,000 euros that was paid into the account was held by the bank. And I was one who requested that Interpol should wade into the matter to verify the authenticity of the statement of account that I had presented to the police force on the 17th.
That's all right. Were you told at any point that all the cases were harmonized and now being handled by Nigerian Police Special Fraud Unit?
No, please. No, not
That unit.
excuse me.
Wait. That unit did not talk to you, did not invite you, did not look for you. Are you saying that?
On the 1st of June, when the cybercrime unit invited Ms. Ifeyinwa Antonia Ugo to come in for questioning, after several signals were sent to the Commissioner of Police, the former Commissioner of Police, anti-homicide, to release the case file for the proper investigation into the case. And
Madam, please, wait, Madam, please.
He did not allow that.
Listen to me.
He did not allow that.
Excuse me. Hello, excuse me. 3 or 4 departments in the police might be compelled to handle a case. But the important thing is to harmonize, and 3 departments in the police cannot be doing a similar case.
This is misrepresented. This is
When you were declared wanted by the police, were you aware of it?
So I was declared wanted after the Nigerian police force was duly served for the breach of my fundamental human rights. 10 days after they were duly served, all the respondents were served. 10 days after, and that was on a Saturday.
Okay, are you aware there are so many complainants have come up to testify against your conduct?
I've not read their petition, sir.
It doesn't matter.
Sir, please.
It doesn't matter. We have many complainants now. One of them is even here. He is a victim of your fraudulent acts. And the gentleman of the press will talk to him. He's here in this hall. And I know many others have shown interest to come forward, because the Nigeria police actually made a call to Nigerians to know, and that we have you with us, and based on complaints we have received from members of the public, it's our duty to harmonize all these cases, because we are still the same person. All of them are complaining against. So we have many complainants who are still coming up to join this matter. They have cases, and all are the same case of fraudulent conversion, forex trading, and the likes. I don't know, because when you are declared wanted for the first time, your friend who took you on bail came. You refused to turn up. Excuse me, madam, that compelled me, my office again, based on the report we got from the investigation team, that up to now you were on social media talking, attacking, doing all sorts of things. You still don't want to come. I think as a responsible Nigerian who, like India Bassett did, immediately he saw that thing, he even put a call across to all of us, and willingly he came down to Abuja to come and clear himself of the case. I expected you as a Nigerian, a calm Nigerian, to have come forward a patriotic Nigerian, to come forward to clear yourself of this. Even if 5, 6, 7 cases have been raised against you and several departments are handling your case, I think it's only one department that will still do the case, harmonize the complaints, all the cases, and forward the reports for necessary action. We are not just we're not relying on the social media stuff. We are having cases against your person based on complaints from several Nigerians who are victims of all these fraudulent acts you have been engaging in. Gentlemen of the press, I don't know if you have any further question for her. But if not, I would like us to listen to one of the complainants who came after he read the news that she has been apprehended. But I want cameraman to please, we are going to blunt his face for his privacy, for his for many reasons. Or you want him to face the wall, or you want to blunt the face.
Sorry, sir. I'd like to ask a question.
Okay.
What business are you into? Are you into forex?
Yes, I'm into forex, foreign exchange. I operate under someone else's license. Yes.
Also, I also like to hear from you if following what you firstly arrested,
Yes.
there was a time the complainant in this case, you arranged a meeting to meet with her,
Yes.
and then you came with officials of the EFCC. Was it true?
Yes, I arranged to speak with her on the phone. She refused to speak with me. I called her husband. It was on my birthday. I called her husband to speak with me. And they arranged the meeting at Garuki. I told them I was okay to come. I hope you're not trying to set me up. They told me, I hope you're not coming with that, your lawyer. And I decided to call the team handling the investigation in EFCC, and they told me they do not trust her, that they were going to come with me. So I walked into this eatery, and I was surrounded by the Nigerian police force. And that is when the EFCC guys came in and told them that I was with them, that they were not going to whisk me off like that. That is what happened on the 9th of June.
On the issue of, excuse me, a question again. The account balance presented as was forged. What led to that?
Sir, it has not been proven that it was forged. I was given a statement of account on request. I asked the buyer, do you have proof of Nigerian Naira? He said, yes, he has proof of funds. The way he gave it to me, I forwarded it to Mrs. Ifeyinwa. She asked me, is this okay? I said, I feel it is okay. And she dealt on the strength of that. There was nothing
Okay,
else.
when she requested for the refund of her money, why didn't you refund the money?
Sir, immediately she told me money was coming from Norway. On getting the telex, it came from Spain. When there's a change in any communication before a transaction, you tell the party to tell his or her bank. By the time we called Ifeyinwa. I called the buyer. This is what I have received. He said this is coming from Spain and not from Norway.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you. Come. Block his face, please, cameraman. Oh. Well, how did you come about this matter? How did you come across this madam, and what transpired between the two of you? In a very,
Okay.
just 2 minutes, just tell us
I was
something.
introduced to her by a friend, and she told me that she had some funds, that if I had people who buy it, and I said, okay, yes, I have somebody who could pick it up for you, because she was having issues with somebody she was working with, I think Francis, and she said she had $25,000, and I said, okay, I have somebody who can take it. And we went ahead. She showed me, she logged in herself, she showed me the proof and everything, that it belongs to her. And I said, okay, since you can log in and everything, it belongs to you, then it's yours. She did the transfer. 3 weeks later, the client said they didn't see the money. Whereas the client had transferred funds to me, which I had made some payment to her, waiting for the full payment to get it to the client's account. Lo and behold, the money did not get to the client. Then I told her, she requested for statement of account from the client, so that she would be able to prove that, okay, the money did not get to the client. And then after a while, when nothing was done, she kept on saying that I was arrested. by the Nigerian police, and investigations were done, and then I was granted bail. After which, they called for another meeting that we were going to call for another meeting. So my client now had to arrest me, and I was arrested by EFCC. And I was detained and locked up by the EFCC. And then from February 28th till March 25th, whereas I was taken to court, all through this process, peace did not show up. From court, I was remanded in court from May 25th, 2002. This whole issue started since 2021, October. I was in court May 25th. I was now arrested in court. I was detained, remanded in prison till August 2023 before I got my release. Whereas the trial is still on in court because the people of the EFCC are saying I should bring the funds. And I kept telling them, the funds that was sent to me, which I have transferred to her, is still with her. And right in EFCC office, she was called, and she said she's not going anywhere. They told her to go to their Uyo office, and she said she was not going to go anywhere. Almost 18 months, I have been locked up, and peace did not show up. On getting to find out that she was wanted by the police and then arrested by the police, I came up, and when I got in contact with her, she said she doesn't know me. And we have met up to 4 times or 5 times. And she said she doesn't know me. She denied me, started saying this and this and that. Not until later, maybe she now realized herself and now started telling me, we will sort this, and I shouldn't come out and talk. Yes, at first I didn't want to come out and talk, but the truth is, this whole thing has costed me a lot, to the point that I and my wife are separated. I have not seen my son for over 18 months because of this issue. Because of this issue, I had other transactions with other people. Because I was locked away, I could not do anything, and then they started declaring me wanted, calling me a fraudster, posted it on the internet that I am a fraudster, that I duped this, I duped that, because I was not available. And peace did not even show up for once. And she was notified. But when I spoke with her, she said she was not notified. And I had contacted these people, and they told me she was notified, that she knew about it.
Thank you. So the money you paid now,
So
where's the money now?
The money I paid with her.
Up to now?
Yes, because at the long run, after my own investigation, I was told that the funds were reversed back to her account, the one she transferred. And there was another fund that I also instructed somebody to pay into her account before then, which is $30,000. And she made a transfer of $3,000 for me out. So there's $27,000
left.
Yes, in dollars left, and the other ones in naira.
Okay, that's all right. Madam, do you know him?
Yes, I know Tope.
That's all right. Thank you. Go and sit down. Thank you. Sorry.
But I don't know why we're hiding his face. If he's testifying against me, why shouldn't he face me?
When it gets to court, you see the face. This is media, this thing now. It's not our suspect here. We are not the same thing here. These are witnesses here. When you get to court, he's going to appear in court and face you. That's not a big deal. You know, in court there are no cameras. You are facing the judge, so there's no. But here for me now, he's not a suspect here. I can't be showing his face. He says whatever he wants. Who has this one yet now? Well, to cut the long story short, we just want Nigerians to take note of this and be cautious whenever they want to enter into any transaction with anybody. Apart from this man that came out, I've been told that many complainants are coming up. We'll continue to harmonize these cases, compile all these complaints against her, file our report, and definitely she will appear in court. We are not here to do any media trial. It's just to educate Nigerians to know that whenever you want to venture into any transaction, you must be very, very careful and clarify or verify before you take such an action. And with what we have seen or we've heard from this man, it's quite unfortunate that he had been made to pass through this problem, and for many reasons, it's quite unfortunate. But it's a lesson to all of us that we need to learn from people's mistakes. That's why we brought him out, so that you are going to hear from him directly, so that you can. Many of you are into this business. You need to be very, very careful because of these dimensions we have into all this business. Then let me quickly clarify the issue of a case of tin tomato or no tin tomato. There has been harm that people have been alleging the police of arresting somebody who complained against a bad product of a company. We want to appreciate you once again and tell you that the case at hand involves allegation of criminal conspiracy and cyberbullying concerning an individual identified as Okoli Edoka Chioma and a product manufactured by Erisco Foods Limited, specifically the Nagiko tomato paste. On 19 September 2023, the police received a petition from Erisco Foods Limited following a social media post on the Facebook platform, where Mrs. Okoli Edoka Chioma claimed to have purchased Nagiko tomato paste and subsequently provided a review of the product. While we encourage consumers to express their opinions and concerns about products they use, it is essential that these reviews are based on factual information and are presented responsibly. Ms. Chioma's review of the Nagiko tomato paste included claims that the product contained excessive sugar and, more alarmingly, that it was causing harm and death to individuals who consumed it. These allegations are made publicly on a social media account, sparking concern among members of the public and potentially damaging the reputation of Erisco Foods Limited and their products. Upon receiving information about these allegations, a thorough investigation was initiated. During the course of the investigation, several important findings were made, including that Mrs. Chioma was unable to provide any credible evidence or proof of purchase to substantiate her claims that she bought the Nagito tomato paste, nor could she provide any evidence or names of individuals who had allegedly been harmed or killed by consuming the products. Mrs. Chioma subsequently tendered a public apology to her earlier claims, acknowledging that her statements were false and unfounded. The investigation into this matter is ongoing, and upon its conclusion, appropriate legal action may be taken against Mrs. Okoli Edoka Chioma in accordance with extant law. If the company wishes to settle it amicably or pardon her, fine. But for now, this is the case we have at hand. And for Nigerians to know that police did not just dabble into this case. It's not a civil case. It's a criminal offense when you mention cyberbullying, cyber talking, and posting falsehood on your social media handles, contrary to the provisions of section of Cybercrime Prohibition Act of 2015. Cybercrime Prohibition Act of 2015 is a law in Nigeria, and we're going to always enforce the provisions of this law. Let me say again that the seriousness of making false and demanding allegation on a public platform cannot be understated. The Nigerian police force reminds the public that making unverified claims or spreading false information about products, individuals, or companies can have significant consequences. Such actions can damage reputations, incite panic, and lead to unwarranted harm to businesses and individuals. In conclusion, the Nigerian Police Force urges members of the public to exercise responsibility and discretion when expressing their views and opinions, especially on social media platforms. False allegations, cyberbullying, cyberstalking, misinformation, disinformation, and unfounded claims can have far-reaching repercussions, both legally and socially. So it's for us to clear the police that we arrested somebody who only expressed of Nigeria, that Nigerian Police Force, in collaboration with other security agencies, has taken proactive measures to ensure the safety and security of every individual during and beyond this celebration. Strategic deployments have been made with additional personnel and operational assets to critical areas to maintain law and order. The Inspector General of Police, Acting IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, urges all Nigerians to participate in the celebrations responsibly, adhering to all safety guidelines and respecting the rights and property of fellow citizens, and encourages all and sundry to seize the opportunity to reflect on our shared values, renew our commitment to a peaceful coexistence, and work together to build a better and safer Nigeria for all. Congratulations, I will celebrate Nigeria's 63rd independence anniversary. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Where? He's talking about what? I've said this. You want me to repeat again? The transfer, maybe, is it 15 or 13?
55,000 euros. What's the status of the 55,000 euros that was paid into Spain, Black SL London, Spain? That transaction was held by the bank because it was flagged for suspicious transaction. It was flagged by the bank. And I gave the statement of account to the police force on the 17th of March. Until today, that statement is not in my case file. It was removed and it has not been investigated. Yet, the police force is telling me that the money is not there. I've not seen a statement of account or any proof to show that the money is not there.
That's all right. The police will compile their reports, charge the case to court. Whatever loopholes we have, your lawyer can raise it in court.
Thank you very much.
We are not here to review your case file. We are only here to let Nigerians know the case we have at hand and to educate or to enlighten Nigerians to be cautious when they have a similar case like this. On the 63rd,
Please, can you take back the discovery of the police when they investigated
when the woman was arrested by the police, based on the petition filed by the company to us, they went to Lagos with the woman, and when a question was put to her, if you have a product like that, you should at least know where you have purchased the product. She could not even take the police to anywhere where that particular product was purchased. Aside from that, the product you displayed, the question was put to her, the product you displayed online, can we have that particular product as an exhibit? She said she threw away that product for reasons known to her. And I think reasonably, if you have a case to pursue in that manner, you should have kept that product that you have alleged to have been a bad product to be an exhibit. And of course, you could have told us where you have purchased such a bad product so that the police can work with other regulatory agencies of the government to go to that place to recover other bad products from circulation, to withdraw them from circulation so that Nigerians will not consume bad products. But she couldn't even take the police to where she claimed to have purchased that bad product. These are critical. Aside from that, conversations were stumbled upon, and police discovered that there were places, even online, where people or somebody was asking her that, is the deal done? Can we kill the product or the company, and yes, sure, done. So these are circumstantial evidence that we can actually work on, and with other evidence the police are having, the investigation team are having, I think we want to have that strong conviction that it's a calculated attempt to run down the company or to blackmail the product. Whatever it is, we are working with other government regulatory agencies with what we have on ground to due diligence in this investigation.
All right, sir. Please, I want to take you on the last two issues you raised. The one on the cyber stalking and then the security concern ahead of the independence.
I'm reading the independence again. They want me to start all over. So just ask question on cyber stalking. Yeah.
I will need an update.
I'm going to handle on his own. I'm going to address media on the case of Chike. I'm not going to mingle up with this case. It's a case on its own that is enough for a press briefing, and I'm going to call you guys to come and listen to the case of Chike, not for this one. It's another forum. Then the IGP's message for the 63rd Independence Anniversary of Nigeria. The Inspector General of Police, Acting IGP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the NPM, on behalf of the entire Nigerian police family, hereby felicitates with Nigerians from all walks of life on the occasion of Nigeria's 63rd Independence Day celebration to be marked on 1st October 2023, a significant day in our nation's history which symbolizes our collective achievements and resilience as a nation. The IGP notes that all Nigerians come together to celebrate this milestone. It is imperative to acknowledge the unity, diversity, and strength that define our great nation as the challenges on our journey to independence shaped us into a nation that perseveres and thrives in the face of diversity. Commenting on concerns raised from various quarters as to the security of the nation during the celebrations, the IGP assures all residents of Nigeria that the Nigerian Police Force, in collaboration with other security agencies, has taken proactive measures to ensure the safety and security of every individual during this celebration. Strategic deployments have been made with additional personnel and operational assets to critical areas to maintain law and order during and even beyond this 63rd Independence Day celebration. The Inspector General of Police, Acting IGP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the NPM, urges all Nigerians to participate in the celebration responsibly, adhering to all safety guidelines and respecting the rights and property of fellow citizens, and encourages all and sundry to seize the opportunity to reflect on our shared values, renew our commitment to a peaceful coexistence, and work together to build a better and safer Nigeria for all of us. I will say, happy 63rd Independence Day celebration to all Nigerians and our friends who reside in this country. We urge you to please preach peace, embrace peace, love one another, so that we can have our nation united and prosper. We love you all. God bless you. You have your name in the news already, so you.
My name is Mrs. Ifeyinwa Antonia Oko.
Okay. Do you know this madam?
Yes, please, I do.
How did you know her, and what transpired between you? Just 1.5 seconds.
Okay, we had a previous business in the past that because of her it went out to, but at the end of it we settled amicably because we were in the same space during the time of that business. And when the business was done, she left back from Lagos to Abuja. I didn't owe her 1 naira, she did not owe me 1 naira. Then subsequently she called me and said that she needed money because she was not having money for the children's school fees. Businesses were not coming, that her boyfriend dumped her and all that, and that she doesn't have money to fend for the school fees. Please, if I have business, I should send to her, because prior to that time, there was a case of
there was a time she said she had issues with loan sharks. I think she collected 300,000 from them and couldn't pay.
3,000 naira?
300,000
Naira.
naira and couldn't pay. She called me to help her so that they would not call her out on social media, which I came in for her. On the strength of that, I felt she needed businesses to survive. And then whenever I'm having offers, I call her to ask her if she's interested. Then one of the days I called her, I said, I have money in Norway. Do you have requests for more Norway? She said she wants it outside Norway. I said no, that I like it in the same country so that it will ease my confirmation. All these things, I have forwarded the voice notes and everything that transpired between the both of us to the Nigerian police force. And she said that she will get another account for me where I can get sent to outside Norway. I said no, that I prefer Norway to Norway so that it will ease my confirmation. She said she doesn't have that account for that or request for that. That one passed. Then another day I called her. I told her, do you have requests for Spain? And she said yes, that she does have. And then immediately dropped the phone and forwarded me an account, a Spanish account, because it was on the strength of the question I asked her that made her to supply me with a Spanish account, that she needed $780,000 euros there. And I asked her whether she was in control of the Naira because I was trying to trust her that she would pay me my Naira immediately after I credit her. She said that my Naira is safe and now sent me a screenshot of a statement of account from GTB Bank that she blocked the account number that has 5.365 billion as proof of my payment. And I now looked at the statement she sent to me. It was looking fake. I asked her, which bank is this? All the charts I've screenshotted and sent to the NPF. I asked her, which bank is this? She wrote GTB. And I asked her, it's looking bold, it's looking different. You understand? She said it is okay. I now said, on the strength of that, the following day, I credited the account she provided in Spain with 25,000 euros. She said, thank you. I was now waiting for her to confirm the payment and give me the subsequent Naira equivalent. Only for her to come back and say, oh, where is this money coming from? I say it's Spain that it came from. She now said, okay. Then after a while, she sent me a voice note from one man. And she said that the man was saying, I don't take money from Spain to Spain. I don't take money from Spain to Spain. That she should have told him that she takes money from Spain. I said, but this information, you did not give it to me prior to when I paid you this money. After which, she now said, okay, I should come back. I said, please, because of you, I lost a business transaction in the past. And now you're bringing this. You knew how much you begged me to give you transactions. You said you want Spain. I asked you if you have Spanish request. You sent me a Spanish account. And now you're telling me you don't want Spain to Spain. And now she said, I now told her that, please, if you do not want it, there's no problem. Return it. Immediately it drops. Because the money has been sent, I've given her evidence of payment. So it is now on her to return the money if she does not want it. Now, later on, she said, oh, that the man said, if I can sign an indemnity, go to the police, bring the data page of my passport, and they will pay me the Naira, that he's afraid it's a bad money. Usually that monies from Spain to Spain are usually bad. I said it's not my money. I know how I paid you. So if you want me to sign indemnity for you as comfort, I will sign it. I will even give you the data page of my passport. You can go to court and notarize it. I don't have a problem. I have nothing to fear. She said, okay, thank you very much. After a while, I asked them for my confirmation. The man she was dealing with, she said he's one Mr. Chris. The man she was dealing with now sent another voice note, oh, that he's going to pay. He wanted to be sure of the money he was buying. I said, oh. The other day passed, they did not confirm the money. The following day, finally they confirmed it and said that they were going to pay.
The gunshot.
There was no gunshot.
There was
no gunshot.
Oh, you just
she was in
Hello,
Uyo.
now, hold on, wait.
She was in Uyo. I'm getting to there, so don't jump the gun. So while I was asking her for the payment of my money, she stopped answering my call. She dropped her phone and left. I was under pressure from the owner of the money to remit his Naira. Stop interrupting me.
You want to talk?
You did not allow me to talk. She should not allow me to speak like this.
Okay, that's all right.
This is wrong.
That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. Gentlemen of the press, madam, don't worry.
She said
Wait, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
My money is not fraudulent. This is wrong.
It's for the police
That's
to
all right.
investigate and find out if the payment is actually
That's all right.
fraudulent or
Gentlemen
not.
of the press.
Now let the police do the
At
job.
last, the man.
Let
Yes,
the police
madam.
do the job.
IPOs, please take your suspect away. I'm done.
Let the police do the job.
One Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
Until now, she has not brought up the man for investigation. What are you saying? She is an accomplice.
Why is that?
It's okay, it's okay. And she told around to start calling a CP of police and a kidnapper.
He sent people to kidnap me in New York without an investigation. Yes.
Can you take this woman away? Damshe, take that complainant away. That's it.
Arrogant, unrepentant.
Madam, police that went to Uyo were not kidnappers. Stop that.
No policeman came to Uyo.
Stop that.
He can say that no policeman came to Uyo.
Policemen came to pick you, not kidnappers.
That is not true.
The policemen came to pick you, not kidnappers.
That is not true.
And that is, the investigation team take note of all these allegations against the police. If actually kidnappers went to that place, but if they are policemen, take the case up, please.
Very well.
Take the case up. That is a dent on the police. And excuse me. Gentlemen of press, I'm done. Thank you. Good day.
No activity, no investigation, nothing. No invitation.
Thank you.